Hi everyone, good Wednesday afternoon and welcome to GoLocal Live. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nagel. Thanks for tuning in with us here in downtown Providence. We're going to bring someone from across town, Professor Seann Mulcahy in the Chemistry and Biochemistry Department at Providence College. Professor, thank you for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Wanted to bring him in here to tell everyone who's watching right now, the National Science Foundation just awarded a grant to Providence College for a nuclear magnetic resonance spectrometer. Now, this is a $250,000 grant. Explain to us a little bit about what this means, why PC pursued it, and what it means for research at the college.
Sure. So we're undergoing a more than $55 million renovation right now. And part of what we wanted to do was to upgrade our instrumentation. So we, last January, submitted a proposal to the National Science Foundation for the purchase of a new nuclear magnetic resonance spectrometer. We currently have one, but it's about 20 years old. So with renovations ongoing, we wanted to upgrade our instrumentation and improve the capabilities that we currently have.
So when we were in the green room, you kind of gave it in layman's terms. It's a little bit like, as you said, an MRI.
Yeah, so it's very similar to magnetic resonance imaging, which people may be familiar with if you have a bum knee. So in magnetic resonance imaging, basically, it's a giant superconducting magnet that a person will go into, and the physician will look at the interaction of diseased tissue versus healthy tissue in the presence of the magnet. Well, we can do something similarly with small molecules. So we can determine their structure, we can figure out how reactions work, how fast they work, by using magnetic field again and radio waves. So it's a really safe technique. We're simply using electromagnetic radiation from in the radio wave frequency, so nothing more than what you have in your cell phones.
So what does it mean to have the updated version? As you said, you've got an older kind of 1.0 now with 2 or 3.0, if you will. What does it mean for research and academics, for students and professors alike?
Well, it's really an indispensable instrument for us in chemistry. So this instrument is used in all flavors of chemistry: organic chemistry, inorganic chemistry, physical chemistry, biochemistry. So what we've done is we've partnered with some schools in the greater Providence area, both Bryant University, and Rhode Island College. And so in partner with them, Providence College is going to host kind of the cluster system at Providence College. And so we're really happy that we're going to be partnering with them, and we'll be able to have our students benefit from the instrument for decades to come.
And as you said, other colleges can benefit as well. Now, you've been at Providence College for 8 years?
Yes, I've started my 8th year now.
So tell us a little bit about your journey to Providence College and a little bit about your research and teaching at the school.
Yeah, so I went to a primarily undergraduate institution myself, and so one of the things that I learned there is I wanted to be a professor. So I went to graduate school and did a few postdocs and eventually arrived at Providence College, where I get to sort of give back, so to speak, to the next generation of scientists. So I work closely with my undergraduate team of researchers, and I have colleagues who do the same, many of whom submitted the grant with me. So I think it's one of the best jobs in the world.
So did you have a little a cake and ice cream when you realized you had gotten awarded the grant?
We were really, really happy to be able to do something like this for the college, so yes.
So fantastic. Now, again, with that research, being that professor role, you're on sabbatical this semester.
I am, yeah.
Talk about a little bit about your research and what you hope to achieve moving forward at PC.
So I'm an organic chemist, so I like making molecules, making small molecules that have certain functions. So actually on my sabbatical, I'm going to be doing some research with students in the laboratory, making some molecules that have a specific orientation in space. And so one of the things I'm doing currently is writing a proposal for continuation funding for this for the next 3 years.
Now, you mentioned at the outset, this kind of harkens back to your academic days going to a primarily undergraduate institution. What does it mean for PC to be, again, able now, as you said, having this updated technology, if you will, for students, but to really prepare them for whatever career path that they're looking to pursue, being able to take part in this high level of research?
Yeah, so at a primarily undergraduate institution, you get really hands-on exposure to instrumentation. You're working directly with faculty members. It's very different than at a major research university where you might have an undergraduate, a graduate student or a postdoc helping you. So you're working directly with a faculty member who's an expert in that area.
I.e. you.
Yeah, i.e. me, yes. And so, we really preach that we're trying to get students to solve problems, and one way that we do that is by getting them into the laboratory and having them use the instrumentation by themselves.
Okay, very hands-on. Again, with a new nuclear magnetic resonance spectrometer. Now, as you mentioned, the college going through a $55 million renovation. They're still putting sort of the pieces together, how everything will look moving forward. So it's not like there's a truck coming up this afternoon ready to drop this off. It kind of fits in the bigger picture.
That's right. So currently we have the funding available, but we need to do some renovation first, have a space for it to go, and then once that's ready, we'll be able to purchase it, roll it in, and get it up and running for probably next summer.
Now, how excited are you, having been there for 8 years and just seeing the transformation of Providence College, where it's been, where it's going, and it seems limitless?
Yeah, we're really excited about the renovations, showing that PC is really a place that you can do some cutting-edge science, and the commitment that the college has made to the sciences is really good. So we have momentum now. We're moving forward, and everybody should try to check out PC.
Well, I appreciate your taking the time to come in, as I mentioned, on sabbatical, but clearly rolling up the sleeves, delving into some research before getting back into the classroom, again, with this grant money from the National Science Foundation awarded to Providence College. So, Professor Seann Mulcahy, thank you so much for taking the time to come in.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for taking the time to watch, getting a little update as to what's taking place at Providence College, as we like to focus here on colleges and universities on GoLocal Live. We'll be back at 4 o'clock talking more about schools in the K-12 system with Kids Count. So we'll see you at 4 o'clock here in downtown Providence. We'll be back in just a bit. I'm GoLocal News Editor Kate Nadel.